down in my city. Brody Chopper got a red dot and some titties. I ain't with the drama. I'm just tryna touch a milli. I'm a addy dropper. Cause on my mama we get busy. Plug pull up with the pack and I ain't even bust it down. Couple minutes on my phone, I promise I'm gon' get it gone. I stay solid, I get caught, I'm fighting till they sit me down. You get caught, you singing like a nigga in the studio. Brody sold the whip for 1,000 cause we just slid in it. I really make a house call, fuck if your kids in it. Been through some shit that's why my heart too froze. You ain't living what you rapping in a studio. You get your noodle blown, fucking with the opposition. My brother making decisions on anybody that's dissing. With the quickness, I'ma make a decision, I'm on a mission. You tripping, thinking we missing, I'm shooting up with precision. Red beam on the barrel to give myself some assistance. My brother come through like sniper, he knock you off from a distance. Big foe with no foe, I'm balling just like a piston. We get the... Damn, heard it's another man down in my city. Brody Chopper got a red dot and some titties. I ain't with the drama. I'm just tryna touch a milli. I'm a addy dropper. Cause on my mama we get busy. It's another man down in my city. Brody Chopper got a red dot and some titties. I ain't with the drama. I'm just tryna touch a milli. I'm a addy dropper. Cause on my mama we get busy. Plug pull up with the pack and I ain't even bust it down. Couple minutes on my phone, I promise I'm gon' get it gone. I stay solid, I get caught, I'm fighting till they sit me down. You get caught, you singing like a nigga in the studio. Brody sold the whip for 1,000 cause we just slid in it. I really make a house call, fuck if your kids in it. Been through some shit that's why my heart too froze. You ain't living what you rapping in a studio. You get your noodle blown, fucking with the opposition. My brother making decisions on anybody that's dissing. With the quickness, I'ma make a decision, I'm on a mission. You tripping, thinking we missing, I'm shooting up with precision. Red beam on the barrel to give myself some assistance. My brother come through like sniper, he knock you off from a distance. Big foe with no foe, I'm balling just like a piston. We get the... Damn, heard it's another man down in my city. Brody Chopper got a red dot and some titties. I ain't with the drama. I'm just tryna touch a milli. I'm a addy dropper. Cause on my mama we get busy. It's another man down in my city. Brody Chopper got a red dot and some titties. I ain't with the drama. I'm just tryna touch a milli. I'm a addy dropper. Cause on my mama we get busy. Plug pull up with the pack and I ain't even bust it down. Couple minutes on my phone, I promise I'm gon' get it gone. I stay solid, I get caught, I'm fighting till they sit me down. You get caught, you singing like a nigga in the studio. Brody sold the whip for 1,000 cause we just slid in it. I really make a house call, fuck if your kids in it. Been through some shit that's why my heart too froze. You ain't living what you rapping in a studio. You get your noodle blown, fucking with the opposition. My brother making decisions on anybody that's dissing. With the quickness, I'ma make a decision, I'm on a mission. You tripping, thinking we missing, I'm shooting up with precision. Red beam on the barrel to give myself some assistance. My brother come through like sniper, he knock you off from a distance. Big foe with no foe, I'm balling just like a piston.
Everybody, this is the El Nino podcast. I'm Eladio Nino, and this is Real Everyday People. So before I get started real quick, man, I just want to send a big shout out to my man Jay Hernandez, who gifted me this statue here of the thinker. As a Man Thinketh by James Allen is a book that is very impactful, impacted my life, helped me go through the transitions of change and growth. And if you haven't read it, go ahead, check it out. It's not a very big book, but it's all about you. It's going to give you answers that you might be seeking, and you'll be surprised how much power you have over your mind if you learn how to exercise your mind. But I want to dedicate this episode to Kike Trevino, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. The brother passed away, but he was a close friend of my brother Lazaro's. And, I have a special guest from here today, and I'm excited to have him here. And my brother Lazaro and Kike were big fans of this brother. And, all the way from Houston, Texas, man, we got my man Chingo Bling in the house.
Hey, what? Chingo Bling.
That's right. My
man,
dog, man.
They gave me the official warm Detroit welcome. I had about 4 or 5 slices of Detroit pizza.
That's right.
And
that's right.
I'm about to get my 6th as soon as we done.
Hell yeah, you could take one home with you, bro. I'm glad that we was able to, break bread with you.
Yeah, man, delicious. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Hey, welcome to Detroit, man. We always tell them what up, though. You know what I'm saying?
What up, though? How you say it?
Right.
Is that how you say it?
What up, though?
What up, though?
Yeah.
What up, though?
That's right, man. Welcome to Detroit, man. You're here because you got a show tomorrow.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. A Detroit House of Comedy. That's down there inside of like Hockey Town, I believe, right? What's the name of that street, bro?
Woodward.
Woodward. That's where I'm going to be. One night only, one show only. First time doing stand-up. Really first time performing in Detroit, period. So I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to give you a hell of a show.
Oh man, I can't wait, man. I'm excited about it, man. You mentioned one of your theos are coming with you.
Oh yeah, my Tío Juventino. He was here a few days early. You know, he had to drop off some pepino to some clientas or something. But yeah, he's gonna be there too. He's gonna do a set. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, bro.
Yeah, that's really dope, man. I'm excited, man. Me and my brother, we're gonna go grab some tickets, man, so we can come support you, man.
Thank
Check
you, bro.
you out, bro.
Appreciate
you know, like I said, I got hip to you, bro, when I was in the joint, and you know, we had our little MP3 players, and you know, I'm hearing about you because you know, big shout out to my brother Lucky Luciano. He's doing a life bid in the state prison, but you know, he's from Saginaw, and he was one of your biggest fans, and he the one that really put me up on you. You know what I'm saying? And I started putting a lot of songs on there, and I just thought you was the coldest because you was taking everybody's beats and you was flowing on them, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I never heard like no cold Mexican rappers like that. Like most rappers I grew up with that were, you know, Mexican were like, you know, Kid Frost, Little Rob, you know, and they were more, you know, slow paced. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I was accustomed to rap. We're from Detroit. You know, Latino culture is influenced by black culture out here. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm accustomed to the black rap. You know what I'm saying? And specifically Detroit rap as well. And you know, so when I heard you going ham on all these hot beats, I mean, these were beats that was slapping the airwaves, and I'm hearing you just tear them up, bro. I'm like, damn, that is so cold.
Man, I mean, I'm just blessed to have even had the opportunity because, you know, I'm a music fan myself. So the idea that I was going to even attempt and even have a career, like that part was like, it was just rolling the dice, really. Like, okay, well, here goes my first rap, you know.
How did you get good with your vocabulary, with, you know what I'm saying, with rapping? Was like, who inspired you, you know, to get into the rap game?
Well, shit, first of all, when you said vocabulary, I'm thinking like, man, I said some wild stuff. So, like, I don't know, we can cuss on here.
Yeah, hell
but yeah, like, I mean, I'm a big fan of all kinds of stuff. Everything from your old school, I guess, you know, since I'm finna turn 45 here in like, in a couple weeks.
That's right. Welcome to the
so
45 Club.
For shit show. So I'm in that era of like just being a little kid and hearing like LL Cool J is all that, you know, battling. But it's like, damn, then he did that, I need love, you know, and he's still, that dude's still around. LL Cool J's still in the damn game. Ice-T, he's doing movies and TV shows, but like 6 a.m, police at my door. You know, I was a little kid like, oh shit. But yeah, just that whole era, man, from like NWA, Eazy-E. I also paid attention to the artists that were CEOs, that were like bosses. So I was just a fan of like Master P, just off of that. You know, Jay Prince, sure. Jay Prince, not a rapper, but just seeing like, oh, you want to be the owner, like you want to have artists and have like a label. So I definitely studied that. That was a big part of
man, Master P is a big boss for real, man.
Yeah.
You know, I had all kinds of respect for him on so many different levels, even till this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, his intentions has always been good. He took rap to the next level financially for everybody. Like, he showed everybody that it is possible. You ain't got to keep on performing and singing and producing all this music and only getting paid a portion. I'm gonna show you how to get all your money. And he put everybody on. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, one time I got on the phone with him. So basically, Pitbull was walking the red carpet at MTV Awards Miami. Okay. And around that time, I was always, I can't even remember like what the reason was, but I was like always in Miami hanging with Pitt and his friends, you know, or, you know, so his crew.
And
you know,
were they all Cubanos?
Most of them, yeah, most of them.
¿Qué te pasa, coño? ¿Qué volá? ¿Cómo está la
cosa? ¿Qué volá? Sí, qué volá, qué vuelta, qué bolón, all that. So I would kick it in Miami quite a bit with him. So this particular time, he's like, hey, man, you could roll with us to walk the red carpet. So, you know, it was real humid that day. And, oh, by the way, he's like, oh, did you bring a suit? And I'm like, man, I don't own a suit, dog. He's like, you got to have a suit because we're walking red carpet. And I'm thinking, I'm a rapper. I'm Chingo Bling. I got my shorts. I got my boots. Like, that's my suit. He's like, yeah, nah, man, you really got to get a suit, bro. So I went I don't know. I found this random boutique and they had to size it up. It was too big. They had to size this all white suit like in time for this thing. They hit me over the head. They taxed me too, but I was like, I need a suit like
Especially
fast.
in Miami.
Yeah, one of them little boutiques, and it was all white, some Tony Montana shit. So anyway, I'm on the red carpet. Oh, I'm waiting to walk the red carpet with them.
Did you still wear the boots?
Yeah, I still had boots.
That's
yeah,
right.
I still had boots.
That's
yeah.
right.
So then I get a call from this producer that I knew from back in the day, and he's like, "Hey, I'm here with Master P. He's looking for artists. I told him about you." And he's like, I'm handing him the phone. So I'm already just starstruck. So I'm like, oh shit. And he's like, hey, so look, we're looking for talent, yada yada. What are you doing right now? I was like, well, right now I'm in Miami about to walk the MTV Awards red carpet.
Wow.
So he was like, yeah, it sounds like you got too much stuff going on, man. We're looking for more like beginner type people. And I was like, no. Like, I'm still a beginner. I'm the plus one. Like, this really, yeah, it's really Pitbull's thing, dog. I'm just here. Like, hold on.
For sure.
Let me get in where I fit in. Let's talk. Like, we can still be friends.
Make them say,
Yeah. And all you heard from me was, nah. Yeah, dude, that was one of those where I'm like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. I should have just been like, shit, man, what's up?
No doubt.
I mean, I tried to like break the ice. I was like, man, you still out there in Beverly Hills? Because I knew he had a house out there.
Okay.
So that was like my way of like
Trying to smooth
fanning
it
out.
Yeah, for sure.
That was my way of being a fan.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. So I've been to San Antonio, Texas before. Hot as fuck out there. I go out there wearing Air Force Ones and Pelly shorts and a
The long ones?
and a Coogee. The long ones. They look like fucking kulaks.
And a Coogee what?
And a Coogee shirt, a Coogee, sweater button up type deal. Trying to be fresh out in Texas.
With some Pelly.
I'm out there melting like a candle, like wax. You hear me? And I mean, we was even in the car with the air on, and I'm still hot. You hear me? And everybody's looking at me like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Where
like,
you from,
definitely
bro?
not from Texas, because everybody got sandals on, everybody got cargo shorts and tank tops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I was not prepared for this.
You over there in leather shorts.
No, terrible, bro. I mean, I might have lost me a few pounds.
Damn.
And then what's cool is the roads out there are like up and down. I felt like I was on a fucking roller coaster,
I guess some parts of San Antonio it gets hilly. But Texas mostly is like real flat unless you get out to El Paso. That's where you start to get mountains.
Man, I was recently in Hollywood, California, and it was crazy because they have cars in residential areas that are literally
in the hills,
parked like yes,
Hollywood Hills,
yes. And just all through East LA, we were all through Logan, all the different neighborhoods, the Cinco Puntos and all that. And I was just amazed. Like I wonder how often they got to change their brakes to have their shit like this parked on a regular basis.
Yeah. No, it gets real narrow up there too. Them Hollywood Hills. Yeah. One thing tripped me out when I first got to visit Hollywood is like all the homeless and stuff. Where it's like, damn. This Hollywood, huh?
yeah, for sure, man. So, how did the Tamale King come about?
So, the Tamale Kingpin moniker and nickname is like when I was first starting, and I was just trying to like make Chingo Bling just be big and boss. You know what I mean? I ain't just want to be like the Tamale Prince. You know what I mean? I had to say I'm Tamale Kingpin. And I wanted people to laugh off that name. Because I remember I made some posters and I went to the flea market and I knew this lady had some CDs. And I went and showed her. I was like, hey, I made this poster like look, for my Chingo Bling thing. And she's all, Tamale Kingpin. He's like, what? What's that? Kingpin? You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, good. Just like when I first popped out the name Chingo Bling, like people laugh, and that's what I wanted.
Yeah,
I wanted it to have a little catch and just to be like some futuristic, off the wall shit.
Man, listen, the dopest shit when I seen the Mexican boots with the Jordan on there. I said, man, he killing him. I said, I can't wait to get home so I can get me a pair. I'm gonna boot scoot all through the city and them bitches. Hell yeah.
All in the D.
And the name was live, Chingo Bling.
Man.
I was like, oh yeah. Shine bright like a diamond. Ain't no doubt.
We did a meet and greet in-store autograph session, a record store in Southwest Detroit. I don't remember the name of it, but that was like my only experience of Detroit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was from that era, being like a young little kid, starting to see different parts of the country. And it sounds familiar, maybe. Yeah, maybe sounds familiar. Planet Rock might have been it.
Yeah. So this was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, you just got here today, so you haven't had a chance to hit the city yet, but you're in for a surprise just because so much has changed in that time. You know, I came home after serving 17 years in prison, and my community was like not the same. You know, I know they talk about gentrification. Everything's gentrified, so a lot of people got pushed out. New people are in, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the city is as beautiful as I've ever seen it or I could have imagined. You know what I'm saying? Now in the city of Detroit, like everybody wants to be here. Everybody wants to come here. My city used to be a place where nobody wanted to come here. You know what I'm saying? You know, we were the #1 capital in the country. Like nobody wanted any parts of it. I even got cousins in Chicago that didn't even want to come to Detroit. I'm like, God damn, you guys are right next to us. You know, Chicago are like cousins to us. Yeah. And just to see it now, where you can walk around downtown Campus Martius and you can run into people from Germany, from Sweden, from Cambodia, from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's really dope. And one thing that Detroit has always embraced is diversity as well, you know, especially in Southwest Detroit. Like, you know, there's so much diversity just within the Latino community. You know, we have a lot of Dominicans here, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, you know, Chicanos, Cubanos, a little bit of everybody. And then we're connected to Dearborn, which brings in, you know, the Arabic community, you know what I mean? And then Corktown. Now, you know, we got a lot of white people in our community. And Big Sean had mentioned one day, like, you know, we're not excluding anybody. We are including everybody. You know what I mean? And I thought that was really clever because, you know, me being a humanitarian, bro, I always am for building bridges and breaking down barriers. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's great when we can learn from each other's culture. That's the whole concept of my podcast in the beginning. If you look on the back of the shirt, it says walk a mile in my shoes. You know what I'm saying? Because so many people, they judge you sometimes even from where you're from. You know what I'm saying? And just automatically being from Detroit, they think you're a troublemaker. They think you're a scumbag or whatever it may be. But it's like you got to be able to walk a mile in my shoes before you can sit here and pass a judgment or say anything about who I am or what I've been through to get to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And like it's a lot of people that seen you, you know what I'm saying, for who you were then, or they see who you are today, and it's like you just don't know, you know, the story, the journey, and everything, the sacrifices, the suffering that I had to endure to be the person that you are today. You know what I'm saying? And I respect the fact, you know, that you have allowed yourself to continue to grow and live with purpose. Yeah,
we evolve. Yeah. So that's what I love, bro. Like, you know, I'm just in a good space, I guess, like they say, right? Like, you know, just maturing and just grateful to have such a long career. You know, grateful to be here and be hitting new places and doing something new. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Eating pizza.
Ain't no doubt about it, man. Listen, I got a whole extra pizza. You can take that and kill that for the rest of the night.
Just one more slice, and I'll call it a day.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. Shout out to Nora Evell, man, for plugging it in. Shout out to Brian Ruiz from Legal Aliens Podcast. You know, they produce all my shows. You know, I think it's an absolute honor and a privilege to have you here in my studio on my podcast. I appreciate you making time to come here, show some love. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. Much love to you, bro. Let the people know where they can find you, man.
Yo, hit me up, chingobling.com. That's where you can find like links to my merch, sign up to the email list. And then I'm on all the different, you know, everything, TikToks, Facebooks, Instagrams, everything. So it just varies. It might be official Chingo Bling, real Chingo Bling.
Yeah, let them know about the show tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, Detroit House of Comedy, 8 p.m., August 15th, Thursday. So, yeah, put your face into place. it's gonna go down. If you've never been to a stand-up comedy show, you gotta see this one.
Ain't no doubt about it, man. So, this brother done transitioned from being a rap artist, from killing the game on many different levels, breaking down barriers, building bridges, to doing stand-up comedy. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a great trait, because I told him that, sometimes you don't fully understand the impact that you have in people's lives. And, they always say that laughter is one of the biggest qualities that happy people have. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can brighten up somebody's day with a joke, being funny. And like I had asked you before, I didn't know if it just required talent or if it was just, having a good personality and things like that make you successful as a comedian.
It's a lot of stuff, man. A little bit of luck, sometimes with some cats, it's who you know. You got to put yourself out there. You got to network. A lot of it can be taught. Like, if you have a big homie in the game that's going to, give you shortcuts, save you years. Like, look, bro, I'm telling you right now, this is what you got. You know what I mean? Like, you're good at this. Don't worry about this. Don't let this sidetrack you. Don't let this distract you. Stay focused. Be patient. So it's a lot of, just like any other job, you can finesse it.
So let me ask you this: do you think it's worth spending more time on what you're good at, or spending more time on trying to get good at something? Because, focusing on strengths and weaknesses, and you say, hey, you know what? This is one of my weaknesses, but it has potential, and I would like to get to a certain stage or place with that talent or whatever it may be. Or do I just focus on what I'm good at and just run with that?
You mean when it comes to specifically within stand-up? You mean like that?
Yeah, yep.
I think it's like a combination, right? Like earlier we were talking about jiu-jitsu, right? Because I think that's a good parallel. So, for example, if you're a comedian, right, and one of your weaknesses is like crowd work, like, man, he sucks at crowd work, or he don't know how to do it. Well, it sounds like that's something you might want to work on, polish, do your research, do your homework, brush up on it, test it. But then also you like to lean on your strengths too. You know what I mean? You're really good at characters and voices and sound effects or whatever. So, you got to do both.
How easy or challenging is it for you to hold a crowd? How long are your shows?
My set or the whole show?
Your set.
My set, well, Theo Hoover, he'll do about 15. And then at the end, I can close out, do anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour 15.
So that's a long time to hold somebody's attention, even in person, you know what I'm saying? And constantly get them to engage, you know what I'm saying?
And
follow what you're saying.
And make them laugh.
Make them
over
laugh.
And over again.
Because that's what people go there for.
And over again.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, oh, man, I take pride, bro. It's just, especially when I'm rolling with, like my hitters, like my comedians, and, when it's a stacked lineup. Because even when I was coming up in the game learning, my openers were technically headliners. Like, these are dudes that were already seasoned. Like bringing, like almost like they might be rolling with me, but I'm still little bro in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they set the bar. Like, I see how hard they hit, where you hear the laughs through the room shaking. Some of my buddies, and so that lets me know, hey, bro, this is what you trying to they literally just set the bar. It can't get no louder than that. So that's what really forced me and pushed me to be good.
Mm-hmm. So do you think that because you've traveled all over the states, right? Mm-hmm. You've been you been overseas or in different
for different
countries?
reasons? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, uh-huh.
So putting on these shows, is it just, do Latino people just show up, or do you get diverse crowds? You get black, white, Latino, a little bit of everybody?
Yeah, depending on the circumstances, sometimes it could be extra diverse. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'll give you an example. I performed recently, a couple weeks ago, St. Augustine, Florida. So it's retirement type of community, beach vibe. So you get somebody that's man, I've been following you since 2004, or somebody's man, you just popped up on my Facebook 6 months ago, man. I love the stuff, or whatever. But you're getting older people. You're getting just a variety. People that don't know who you are, but they always come here to eat and drink, and they figure they watch the show. So right there, you just gotta know whatever material I'm gonna be working on and putting out, you could put me in front of a variety of audiences. Like, for example, we did Las Vegas. I opened up for Tiffany Haddish, Michael Blackson, Paul Rodriguez. We're all on the same lineup.
Paul Rodriguez too?
Yeah.
Damn.
We're all on the same lineup. So you're going up on the same stage with these Hollywood people that they probably came to see Michael Blackson, Tiffany Haddish. Let's be real.
Yeah, for
Most
sure.
of those people. And it's only going to be a couple raza in there. So, man, I did my thing. So, I mean, I didn't, it's dark. You can't really see, but it was probably mostly black crowd. Boom, I killed it. They're laughing.
Dope.
I get off stage, and my wife was like, I didn't know how you were going to do, but she dapped me up. Yeah.
Tough crowd, huh?
Nah, she was wondering if I was going to, like, choke under pressure or do a misstep and be like, this ain't really my crowd. I wasn't used to it, or, you know, you used to easier situations or whatever. But my goal, one of my goals is to not say that I'm limited to raza, but like I want to be in front of more audiences, even if they are raza, but like younger. So, for example, I got to open up for Renee Vaca, 5 shows in Portland, Oregon. If y'all don't follow him, follow him. If he's in y'all city, see him live. Like,
okay.
So he's like way younger than me. So his audience, a lot of his audience is pretty young. But I got to watch him work as a master in his own right. You know what I mean? Okay. And like his skill set and what he was bringing to the table. I'm like, oh, shit. And but I got to perform in front of his crowd. So although some of the people were like, oh, shit, Chingo Bling. Like, Chingo Bling, I didn't know he's going to be here. So even though some did know me, a lot of them probably like, oh, you were the opener guy. He was good. He's funny. He was funny. You know? Yeah. He's the opener. So I got to put my ego aside to be like... and I'd be like, I'm actually a nationally touring comedian myself. Excuse me. No, I'm sorry. I headline, you know. But yeah, play your position.
Do you ever pick anybody out the crowd and pick on them? Just because comedians do it, but do you ever do it? Have you ever been look at this guy or look at her? Or
well,
like
for one, we try not to pick on. For the, you know what I mean? Like, you could use them as an example. You could roast. Some people, they're really good at it, at roasting. So they
Are you good at roasting?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm not. The reason I say that is because, like, you see a Ken Flores do it live off the cuff, and the shit he said was just like, bro, did he really just? Oh my God,
he's funny as hell. That
you
guy.
know, so that's a whole other muscle you got to be working.
Man, listen, that was survival for us, man. Even in my household, me, my mom, my brothers, and we was all built like Mack trucks and shit, and we would just sit there, just talk shit to each other, man. My mom used to be blazing us, you know. We walk in a restaurant, we look like the clumps in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But it's good when you know,
roasted his whole family.
Yeah, that's how we were. Mom be blazed, we blazed. But even in like when we went to school and you know just in the neighborhood, like if you did not know how to blaze, you was gonna be walking around saying
No, plus I was a runt too, so I was like itty bitty, so I had to have a big mouth. Like I would trust me, like I would start shit when shit didn't need to be started. You know, I would like cross the line. You know what I mean? You roast your friend too hard, now they mad. You know, so. Trust me, but you know, just
who
a stage.
Designed your album covers?
Different people. The first 2 mixtapes I designed.
They Can't Deport Us All. Love it. I wish I had a poster of that. It is. I love that. Who designed that?
Dude named Shemp out of the Bay Area. We flew him down. He was doing, still does, but was doing some of the coolest artwork. Like so detailed, his photography, his Photoshop tricks, because this is back in like 06 to where, man, how did you make it look like that? Like the cameras didn't even have the same pixels that they have now. So you gotta just really wrap your brain around like, bro, what kind of computer? Like the processing and all that. And he went all in, like you fold it out and it had like each one of those panels could have been a cover. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know he was going to do all that when we did the photo shoot. When he had me hopping over the fence, I was literally on like a dresser, like a furniture, where he's just like, act like you hopping the fence, but
real?
put your leg out. Okay, put knee. Okay, yeah. Okay, your hand up. Okay, smile. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, not that much. Okay, but and then later he went and cut me out, put a rooster, there's feathers. My homeboy I went to college with, he was La Mira. He was the white boy behind me.
Oh, he was the one.
Yeah, he was my homie from college. Yeah.
Damn, that's so sweet.
And he be bragging. He tells everybody like, "Hey man, that was me, bro. Like, I fucking know Chingo Bling, bro." Like,
how did you come up with the name Chingo Bling?
so in San Antonio, I was a college radio DJ. I went by DJ Biz. I was DJing house parties, frat parties. I was making mixtapes, stuff like that. And I got on the radio. So I got on the campus radio, college radio. Okay. So they could pick it up. People locked up were sending letters.
Yeah,
like we had
live action. Then.
So we were on. I mean, that's when I started. So I went from DJing, being shy, like not even wanting to talk on the mic, like being like, because there was 3 of us in a group, and it was like, hey man, you go ahead and do the talking. I just DJ. You all shy, right? Because you embarrassed because it's this sorority party or whatever it was, right? Somebody's birthday or a club or something. So anyway, I started networking with local rappers and record labels because we were playing some of their music. I wanted to play like independent Texas stuff, right? And I started getting into the studio with them to where my way of getting in where I fit in was, hey man, if y'all need a skit, bro, I got an idea. Like, y'all done recording? Like, hey man, cut the mic on. So I'm gonna pretend I'm like this dude and I'm trying to sign you. So I just started doing these little skits, and just to provide value so they could like, keep me around and, I still be in the crew type shit, but also so I could figure out what I was gonna do, Mm-hmm. And so one of the skits, I did like a whole skit with this person, like improvised basically.
Okay.
And the idea popped in my head where I was like, okay, that was Chingo Bling. That's not DJ Biz right there. So it's almost like, oh, you creating a whole other persona type of thing. Because I would do that on the radio. I'd be like, damn, hold on, man. After this song, I think my primo's here. Damn, Chingo Bling. You know what? We got to cut to the sponsors real quick because he's always late or whatever. And then the phone start ringing. Hey man, it's Chingo Bling up there. Hey man, tell him I said da da da. Or is he gonna rap today? And then espérate güey. And then hey, estos son pastas, carnal. These are no freestyles or whatever I would say. Yeah. Something to give people like, is this for real?
Get their attention, yeah, for sure.
So when I said that in the booth, and I said, when I do that, that's Chingo Bling. Or y'all heard that? Because they're all laughing. I was like, that's Chingo Bling. They're like, what? I said, Chingo Bling. They're like, Chingo who? I was like, Chingo Bling. They're like, what the fuck is a Chingo Bling? So they're just laughing at the name. And I was like, perfect. Yeah. Perfect. I want a reaction.
That's really dope, man. Yeah. I love that, man. And
because I want to be entertaining, like with the rap, say crazy shit and make you laugh. Say some fly shit, make you bring it back, rewind that type of thing.
Man, listen, bro, you are a lyricist, man. You definitely be killing it, man. Like I said, bro, you took some of the hottest beats, you know what I'm saying? And you tore that shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to do bilingual. And I just felt so connected to it, bro. I was so proud. You know what I'm saying? That was a proud moment for brothers like me, you know what I'm saying? To see brothers like you in the game evolving and, staying afloat, being creative. And
I still get in the booth. And I still, challenge myself and still try to update and evolve where, like, you got to switch the flow up. Or, you know what I mean? Like, hey, it's 2024. What are your references? What are you going to say? And also at the same time, don't say nothing that just is totally not you at all anymore. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, like, there's some lyrics I'm not going to be like, I'm in the club, I got a big VIP, I'm slapping to this and whoop-de-whoop. You'd be like, bro, ain't you married, bro? Like, what? Does your wife know about that?
Yeah. And, that was one of the things, too, is just balance, managing everything. You know what I'm saying? I know we're all younger and
ratchet.
We all we live ratchet lives, you know what I'm saying? But for you to be, younger and be in the spotlight, to be
I was outside.
As you were,
I was outside. Bro, I need to finish this documentary, but I've been so busy on the road. But I have a lot of old footage of me. Like, back in the day
Foolish.
footage, like just baby, just little baby face, litty bitty, don't know nothing. You young and you're looking back at yourself, and you just looking back like, bro, I'm looking at my old self like I could beat you up, bro. You know what I mean? Like just punking my old self. But I have old footage where I get to see when I was outside. So I got a little taste of like just being crazy and young and dumb and wild, and thankfully nothing too crazy came out of that. Nothing too bad. Everybody survived and lived and everything. But
so did you have like managers and all that? Like, did you have people?
Always had
accountants and all that.
Always had a real good team. Yeah, I always had a real good team.
And then how because trust, is a huge factor. In the people that are around you and have access to you, your success, your finances, all that type of stuff.
Facts.
So, how were you able to connect and find people that you trusted that had your best interests at heart?
Bro, you just hit a major topic. Well, when I was first starting, trying to figure it out, like a kid fresh out of college, and my team literally had to be my family. It's like big sisters. Sisters. My sister Alila is 13 years older. She has all of her skills and talents. My sister Pat. So, my brother-in-law Ruben, like everybody, my parents might be dropping off packages and dropping off a box of CDs to the store. So it was like a family thing. My prima, she's over there like burning CDs or shipping out T-shirts.
That's how it's supposed to be, bro.
Yeah, you got your homies, your DJ, like everybody you trust. So it literally got to the point where you're not only are you trying to figure out who you are and navigate life, but you're also trying to navigate entertainment industry when you're starting to get some heat on you. And you don't know if this journalist is trying to set you up with like some questions, and trick you or twist your words up, or you meeting with record labels and they promising you all this stuff, but you gotta have discernment and figure out like, wait a minute, this is a big commitment. Like, so what does 3 options mean? That means that they have the option to renew it each time. So wait, so that 2 albums is really 6? You know what I'm saying? Wait, so that 3 years is really 12? Whatever. Like, so. It's an interesting thing because when I look at up and coming artists, if I do consulting or some big homie shit for like some young and up and coming artists, I observe all that. I pay attention to where they're at. You know what I mean? Like especially being around some of these young comedians too, where I'm just like, oh yeah, I remember having that type of heat, bro. Like. Yeah, man. Be careful what you wish for. Make sure you stay hydrated. Get some rest. Big homie shit.
Get some rest for sure.
For real. Oh man. Shit.
Who are some of your favorite comedians out?
Wow.
Like now.
Yeah, man. A lot of. I ain't gonna lie. Besides like the mainstream people like your Shane Gillis, like Norm Macdonald's pretty hard. I mean, one of my all-time favorites is gonna be like your Cat Williams, people like that.
I love Bernie Mac, bro.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Bernie Mac is hands down one of the best. You some of my bitch. I swear to God,
I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers. Now.
Yeah,
the Lord know what I want. Man, I love Bernie Mac, man. Miss him so much. He, man,
for real.
Whatever he was doing, he used to have me rolling, man.
He stole the show on the Kings of Comedy.
Oh yeah,
stole
absolutely,
the show, man.
Definitely. Ralph Barbosa.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at.
That
I mean, I finally got to see I finally got to see Renee Vaca live and see him work. And powerful. I'm like, golly, this dude takes them on a whole ride. He takes them low. He takes them high. It's dynamic. Kim Flores. I saw him.
Flores, bro. I'm hip to him.
Man,
he's funny.
Yeah, he's raw with it, man. That's the youngin'. Yeah, he like blew up, bro. He did a guest spot for me in Chicago, and soon thereafter he's in LA. Next thing you know, the rest is history.
Man, bring him to Detroit, man. For real.
Yeah. We need to this is what gotta happen. I need to come out here and throw, like, after I do my show, and you know what I mean, I'm trying to get my show popping.
You got it.
But it'd be dope to hit up the homies and be like, hey bro, let's all go in, let's get a theater or something, like, Renee, Ken, whoever else, we could get.
Let me know. We can help coordinate, bro. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
yeah.
Southwest Detroit, this is my home. Detroit is my city. And we plugged in, brother. You know what I'm saying? You want to make it happen, we'll put this shit in motion, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
For real.
But there's a lot of up-and-coming talent out there, man. Shout out like Javi Luna, Midnight, Luis Juarez, Bryson Brown. We work with a lot of these cats, man. Jerry Garcia. Concrete's blowing up. Concrete's hilarious.
I'm not hip to him, man.
Concrete,
I gotta get hip to him.
Bro, he's so fire on social media, but he's good live too. He just be making like a bunch of funny ass skits on social media. Like he's on it, but he's like selling out everywhere. They're killing it.
What do you think about Fluffy?
Fluffy's, man, OG, bro. I remember when I was coming up in the rap game and I was like in the airports a lot, like we ran into him, I know at least one time, where he was doing his comedian thing, I was doing my rapper thing, but he saw my bobbleheads. He's like, man, you make bobbleheads? He's like, dude, man, we got to get a connect on that. And I don't know if that was our connect or he went and got his own. Mm-hmm. But next thing you know, like he had some bobbles. And it's been really interesting to see like the level of shit that boy got going on. Like, god damn, man, let me get a Volkswagen about this warehouse. Like, you don't even know it's missing. Damn. I could take a Volkswagen Combi right now. But now he's super dope. He showed me a lot of love, man. He showed me a lot of love. Yeah.
So when you were an artist, were you on a record label or did you have your own record label?
I was independent pretty much all the time. I did sign a distribution deal for that They Can't Deport Us All album through Asylum Warner. So that's the deal that I finally accepted after meeting with a lot of labels and telling the diddler himself, telling him no. The diddler told him no, a bunch of other labels. The reason we went with Asylum is because it was one of those, it's like, bro, you can't even, like, everything you asked for, they went ahead and changed, added, or took out exactly how you want it. You wanted creative control, they gave it to you. You wanted it to be like 70%, 30%, they just distribute, they went with it. You wanted to own your intellectual property, like own the masters. Like when the deal's done, it reverts to me. They said, okay. And they literally like, bro, you give me 70% in advance, like marketing budget, which of course they recoup. And I had access. It didn't really pan out how I wanted it to, how I thought. Yeah. But the reason I signed it is because, like, on paper, it was like, bro, this is literally unheard of. It's like the Master P deal, where it's like, this could change everybody's zip code if this pans out. Yeah. But yeah, it didn't really pan out. It turned into like a bad relationship.
So how did you, with you being a family man, being a father, you know what I'm saying? How were you able to be busy, taking care of your obligations with your talent and, managing family life as well. I'm a very busy man. Yeah. I work hard. I'm doing podcasts. I'm doing community events on a regular basis, weekends. I feel like I work 10 days a week.
Wow.
But my wife is always like, you pour so much of yourself into your community and your people, but when you get home, it's like there's nothing left. You know what I'm saying? And
you empty. You done poured out into the
yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like in our line of business, we're like people pleasers. You know what I'm saying? And you try to make everybody happy. You know, and it's like. Even sometimes you start to resent yourself, like maybe you're not doing enough or things like that. But, how are you able to take time out and focus on your kids and be dad and be husband and be home and be present, what I'm saying? And block out everything, you know what I mean? Because people are intrusive. They don't care if it's weekend. They don't care if it's 1, 2 in the morning. They calling, texting, emailing, all that bullshit. You know what I mean?
Instagram calling me, my notifications calling me, you know what I mean? Yeah. So to answer your question, man, like it's a conscious effort to like try and find balance and make sure like she's okay, you know what I mean? Like make sure I'm checking in just to have communication, not like, oh, I'm wondering what you're doing, nothing like that. So So yeah, I try to find the balance because the work is what is also my job for them. You know what I mean? So without that shit, we like
we live.
We
like
need both incomes. Yeah. We need both incomes. Shout out to my wife, boy, with the wifeager, the momager. She's juggling everything, tour manager, like
for real.
Yeah. Like before we had our 2 little ones, like she was always on the road. Like she's literally the manager. She'll see her at the merch booth. All the staff.
She's got the. I mean, you got to trust people with your money, with your merch, everything.
And then she does a good job, so it's kind of like my merch don't do good when I don't go. You know what I mean? One time she had a nightmare, and she's funny. She had a nightmare where she said that in the dream we were pulling up to a venue, and that something happened with her, a medical emergency, and like the staff came to tell me like, Chingo, your wife, this and that. And that supposedly in her dream, I was like, so you good? Supposedly I said, bitch, get the merch. That's what she woke up like.
Hell yeah,
like
a nightmare.
She like, that was like, she would always say that, like, bitch, get the merch. Like, just, she'd bring it up like an inside joke, but it's from her dream. And I'm like, I wasn't there. I don't know.
That's funny. Do Texas artists, not just artists, but just people in general who are talented, comedians, business owners, do they all support each other?
I think for the most part, yeah. Obviously, you got haters everywhere. But that kind of stuff, if they're hating, they're probably hating like in behind closed doors, because that's very frowned upon. It's not really tolerated. Like, bro, you out here. You're supposed to be player, you know what I mean, from Houston type of thing. So I feel like we try to have that reputation, but obviously there's gonna be some haters. But the community, man, like, you'd be surprised. Like, they show hella love. Like, I get real surprised. Like, for example, it's this artist from Houston named Sauce Walker, who's like blowing up. And he's been popping for a minute, but like he's like now really hit. He's Breakfast Club. They got him everywhere.
Damn, okay.
They got him everywhere now. And when I met him, it was at the music video shoot. It was Mexican OT did a feature. It was like a bunch of rappers and shit. And Sauce Walker's there. He's got on all his jewelry. He's got all his energy. He's acting a fool. And when he finally realized, when he put 2 and 2 together that I'm Chingo Bling, he was like, because he was like playing with walkie-talkies, like just acting a fool. And then he's like, oh, this what? He's like, man, this the only one. I stopped. You know what I mean? Like I need a picture with you type of thing. You know what I mean? Where he's like, just like showing me hella love.
That's dope, man.
And I was like, damn.
Do you believe that it's necessary for you to be able to have the respect and the support of your hometown before you can be successful anywhere else?
Honestly, bro, I was known in surrounding cities before my city. And by the time, like, to me, because I'm from Houston, so I started in San Antonio. I never really thought I was gonna be able to break in my hometown, because I always thought that everybody back home thinks they're a star, and we have so many stars.
It must be a Houston thing.
Well, you know what I mean? Everybody think they're a star. Like, you're a comedian. Well, I'm a comedian too. You rapping shit. When you done, I can rap too. Type of thing. So I never thought I was gonna break in the Houston market. So it always looked like, to me, it was this intimidating dragon that I was not gonna slay. Like, there was no way. Like, with the first time I got feedback, somebody was like, hey, my homegirl's little brother said that they bump you at their school or something. I'm like, okay, wait, what'd you say? We're in Dallas? They're like, no, in Houston. I'm like, you sure it wasn't San Antonio? They're like, bro, Houston. I was like, for real?
Damn,
like, in Houston? Dope. Like, and I'll try, at first, I was trying to treat it like a fluke. Like, oh, man, it was probably like a kid from San Antonio or something brought it, It's like, that's never going to happen. But, yeah, that was crazy when I started getting booked at the clubs and, radio play and all that at home. It was like, oh shit.
No, there's no place like home, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love that, man. That's really dope, bro. I just here in Southwest Detroit, in my city, I got much love, a lot of support. You know what I'm saying? I get saluted everywhere I go. but it's like, how do I build bridges? You know what I'm saying? Different places. You know what I mean? With different people. You know, and be successful, still be able to have and make the same impact on people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, when I first started this, it was all based on purpose. I came home with the redeemer mindset, you know what I'm saying? Just wanting to right my wrongs, you know, get good with God and, you know, and redeem myself and pour into my community, my people, you know what I'm saying? And, but eventually, you know, I've been home for 5 years now, and running a podcast gets expensive. You know what I'm saying? It costs money, you know? And I think that there was times where I could afford it and there was times where I couldn't. And it got discouraging where even purpose was wavering on me due to the fact that now I'm back in survival mode. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there's been like once or twice where I wanted to fold up shop because I'm like, you know, everything is out of pocket and nothing is coming back in. You know what I mean? And, you know, I, you know, when I was in prison, I built, you know, a solid relationship with God. And, you know, I went through, you know, evaluating myself and doing a lot of soul searching and, you know, going all the way back to childhood, you know what I mean? And correcting my errors because everything that we taught was not always correct. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times our behaviors, the things we were raised to believe were not always correct. They were just passing on a lifestyle that was passed on to them. You know, when I'm talking about our parents, aunts, uncles, and this, that, and the other. But, you know, it's just the evolution of one. You know what I mean? Discovering yourself, finding purpose. So ever since then, like I've always trusted God. And every time I did what I wanted to do, eventually something went wrong. You know what I mean? So I started to realize that everything I do has to start with God and has to be with purpose. You know what I mean? And in today's society, like money is so mandatory to be able to survive, to eat, to transportation, anything. You know what I mean? So it's like money became my motivation now. And it becomes more stressful though. You know, it's like when you're doing something that you enjoy, but then when you have to do it because it's an obligation, it's like not even fun no more, you know, and then trying to stay in good graces with God to say I'm still doing this with purpose, but in real time and in real life, this shit costs money and I need financial opportunities, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure in your line of business, you know what I'm saying, throughout your career, you know, that's why I saluted you when you said you've been doing comedy for 10 years. I said, holy shit, that's a hell of a commitment. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that you've gone through your trials and obstacles and being successful and marketing and promoting and trust and, you know, and performing. And how do you continue to be effective and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. No, that's definitely a big part of it for sure.
It's money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Money. Fedia.
Yeah.
You know?
Money is a major issue.
Ain't no doubt about it. That's that pit bull.
Yeah. You got that.
Definitely, man.
And we got all this inflammation right now. and we in a reception. We in a reception with all this inflammation.
Ain't no doubt about it, man. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. That pizza was good as hell, but it gave me heartburn like
damn.
A motherfucker. Somebody got a Tums or a Rolaids? Help. But listen, brother, man, it has definitely been an honor and a privilege to have you here, have you in my home on the set, sharing your story,
you,
man.
Dog.
Thank you so much, man. I salute you, man. Keep up the good work, and hopefully, man, we can work together in the future, bro, and build that bridge and make something great. You know,
absolutely, man. I'm out here pursuing my purpose, so trying to make y'all laugh, man. Pull up.
That's right. Much love to you guys. Thank you for